Welcome, everybody, to Intensity Broadcasting. My name's Joe Wright. I'm here tonight with you and the iRacing Oval Arca Pro Series from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Presented to you by Black Designs, David's Drag Queens 100. We're going to get it popping here real soon for you. About 2 minutes left in practice, but before that, let's check out the current series points after Phoenix. This is Season 2 of the iRacing Oval Arca Pro Series, but Dylan Dunford, currently your leader, by a significant little gap there, about 12 points over Brandon Richardson. Derek Chaput in the third spot. Logan Hagerman in fourth. Isaiah Gill with 2 wins in fifth, but maybe missed the race. I'm not sure what happened with him. Kyle Mays, Brett Murrow, Bobby Mays in eighth. Ninth's got Todd Mays. Michael Provalt's going to round out your top 10 in points. Brian Merle Jr. is going to be 11th. Alex Marinelli, 12th. Michael Lawrence, 13th. Mark Shavers, 14th. Nudie, the 40 machine, hanging out there in 15th. And Stoney Benfield in 16th. So 13th through 16th, those guys all pretty close there. Something to watch as we move forward here in tonight's race, which is going to be a wreck fest, most likely. It's a tough track, Nashville. It's a tough place to get around, and based on the past here with this series, I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be a long night. If you're watching, probably come back in like 2.5 hours and check out the last 5 laps. But if not, check them out now. If you're in the chat and you want to give us a shout out or let us know who you're rooting for, I got that pulled up as well. I'll interact with you on there. And I am all by myself, so I'm going to get sick of talking and probably do a whole bunch of pump up the intensity instead. Got some cars on track as we watch Brian Nudie making laps here in practice. Logan Hagerman in the 7 machine as well. See Atman Weiss there, one of our announcers here in Intensity Broadcasting in that 78 machine. He looks like he's making his way around here pretty well. He's a short track driver at heart, as he loves the short tracks of Langley and such. All right, we're going to get into qualifying now. First one out of the gate is, currently that's going to be Michael Cheeseburger L. Cheeseburger in the 47 machine. It looks like a McDonald's car, but it's not. It's just a cheeseburger machine. I love the static cameras here in Nashville, so I'll be using them pretty often as well as we watch Cheeseburger hit the line on his first timed lap. And we got open qualifying, so that's going to make things interesting. Spins. Michael Lawrence currently the top of the board, 19:51. A lot of these guys not going to be able to get a clean lap. You see Nudie spinning there in the back of the pack. Isaiah Gill now to the top, 19:24. We watch Isaiah Gill here. He hits the inside line. And while we wait for open qualifying to continue here, Isaiah Gill still top of the board. And we'll pull that tower up for you so you can look at it. Like the 55 of Kyle Mays jumps up into that 4th spot. Earl Jr. with a nice lap puts himself P4 now. Logan Hagerman for the 2nd spot. Atlee Atman, he's currently 5th. Lots of changing going on. They're all chasing that top spot of Isaiah Gill. Kyle Mays up to P2, pushes Logan Hagerman down to P3. Still the best lap, 19.13. Brian Nudie brings it into 3rd. Go on board with Nudie here and just check out his in-car. Ryan with a new picture, looking all sexual mermaid-like. You can see that high entry about 2 lanes up, and then they wait for the car to make a rotation, dive it down to that yellow line and get up off the corner. That is the fastest way around here. You see Nudie still trying to make his way up. Kyle Mays has now taken the lead with the best lap of 19.10. We'll go ahead and get Kyle Mays. He's going to pull it off, though. Nudie now passing Isaiah Gill. Check out Tyler Aspinall from Chicora, Pennsylvania. Tyler had his debut here on Intensity Broadcasting with Josh just the last week or so. But he did pretty well. Josh loved him. And Nudie still chasing that top spot. Isaiah Gill back on track. That ain't going to work, Isaiah. There's a wall. Ooh, Junior slides into him. Try that one again. 5 minutes left in qualifying here. As you watch Isaiah Gill in that Miller Genuine Draft ride, that's a pretty slick looking ride. Again, if you're watching, let me know who you're looking to see. Maybe a surprise driver here tonight. It's a short track. Things are a little bit different. Isaiah Gill is probably one of the favorites here. Well as Brian Nudie. Although Kyle Mays looks pretty fast. He's on top of the board. Blinked. Hensley. The 31 Circle K machine. It's a nice looking little ride he's got going there too. He's not even blinking tonight yet. See how he does here as he comes around. He's currently P2 though. He might have a little left front damage, might slow him down a little bit, but it is a short track. Blink Hensley falling down to 3rd. Isaiah Gill improving on his lap. He's up to 19.08. He's getting chased now by Atlee Atman Wees. Let's see what Atlee's got for him. And Gill spinning. That's going to slow everybody down. How about Nick Mather in that 16 machine? He's currently P15. Let's see if he can get it around here a little bit quicker than that. Line looks good as he comes off of turn 4. If he improves here. Improvement there on his time. That was a 58. About half a second off the leaders. Brett Merle in the Tide Machine, though, finding his way up into P3. Loose off. That's going to cost him. Blake Hensley behind him, though. Still trying to roll the corner. Looks like he's just trying to get some laps in at this point. Got a decent lap laid down. Brian Merle Jr. He's currently P6 on the board. Hagerman is now dropped down to 8th. Having a tough time on pit road. How about Mark Shavers? P16 currently. Dean / Jackson Qualley. Alex Marinelli into the wall. Kyle Mays into the wall. Back to Brett Merle and Atliat Manoise as they do some racing here with 1 minute left. Logan Hagerman running out of time to get himself further up that board. Isaiah Gill still locked in that first spot with a 19:07. Hagerman goes around. Looks like it's going to be Isaiah Gill, I think, here with about 35 left. Can anybody catch him? You'd think the track would rubber up a little bit, get you a little bit more grip off the corner. Brett Merle really trying to lay it down. He's still only at a 65. Closest right now is Tyler Aspel and just ran a 19.20. Still about 10th off. Tyler running consistent laps. His best lap 19:20. His last 2 laps 20 and 21. So for him to do pretty well here. All right, that concludes our qualifying session. Get them gridded up for you, and we'll go through the field. Starting on the pole, you got Isaiah Gill, and the 2 machine outside of him is going to be Kyle Mays. In position number 3, Brett Merle able to keep himself locked in up there, while Blake Hensley is going to start P4. Brian Nudie in the 40 machine is going to roll off P5, while Brian Merle Jr. be outside of him in the 6th position. Tyler Aspinall, like I said, pretty consistent. We'll see what he can do here in the 45 machine. He's going to roll off P7, and 8th will be Brandon White. 9th, Density Race Team and Teammate. Mine, Logan Hagerman. Luck to him in the 9th spot. 10th is going to be Bobby Mays. 11th sees Nick Mather. And 12th, Michael Provault. I'm sorry. 7. Yeah. 13th is Mark Shavers. 14th will be Atliat Manoise. Michael Lawrence will roll off P15. Stoney Benfield, 16th. Dean or Jackson / Qualley will be P17. Todd Mays, 18th. Brandon Richardson's going to roll off P19. Alex Marinelli 20th, and Derek Chaput having a tough time there in qualifying and roll off 21, as well as his Canadian friend Colin Willems 22nd. 23rd is going to be not me. 24th is Cody Moore. 25th is going to be Sylvan Seguin, and running out your field in the 6th spot is Tony Riches. All right. Your race info: Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Weather 65 degrees, 41% dew point, overcast. They're going to go around one more time, and we're going to get green flag racing here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Isaiah Gill's going to lead him to the line with Blake Hensley on the outside of him. Gas pedals on the right. Better know where your brake is here at the short track, because there's going to be some wildness that happens in front of you as the pace truck takes a left and dips off. Isaiah Gill's going to lead him. The green flag is out, and we are racing. Vroom, vroom. Here we go. They keep it pretty steady through turns 1 and 2. See if everybody gets off clean. So far, so good. Oh, we got one wreck in there. Looked like Tyler Aspinall has crashed. Matt and my friends will bring in our first wreckage replay of the night. Gonna jump straight to it. Tyler Aspinall into the corner in the 45 machine. See if he gets any help here. Far so good. Coming off the corner, a little bit too much back to the throttle. He's going to spin right in front of the 5 machine. Into the wall. Pro vault's going to clear. Nobody's going to hit him there. Atlee squeezing by. And the 75 and 47 Cheeseburger getting into it. Now the 25. Well, Tyler Aspinall. Alex Marinelli. That back and go speed again. We can go on board with Marinelli and see how he saw it from his spot. Let's see how fast things happen here at the short tracks. He's getting back to the throttle. Smoke out of the throttle. Things jump nowhere for him to go. Tough break for him as he was rolling around the back. Alright, the field is caught up to the pace truck. Lights on the pace truck are still on. Got a couple of guys going a lap down here. Sonny Benfield and Todd Mace both going a lap down. Cassie Willem says, let's go Mather in Dayton. 407 subscribers on YouTube. Let's go. Let's get to 1,000. I'm with you on that. Let's do it. If you're watching on YouTube, like, follow, subscribe, and share that thing on your Facebook. Whatever you got to do. Get it known. Lights on the pace truck are off. We're headed down the back stretch. We're going to go through turns 3 and 4. We're going to be back to that green flag racing that everybody loves. This is from the spectators box. Gill with a big jump in the middle of the corner. See if we can watch most of the field from up here. Gill with a decent sized lead now over Blake Hensley. Tight racing throughout the field and really some clean racing too. Atlee Weiss side by side with Nick Mather. Jackson Qualley side by side with Cheeseburger behind them. Gill still out front by himself, however. Ooh, hang on to it, Marinelli. A little loose off of turn 3. Or 4, I'm sorry. Side-by-side action for P2 as Brett Merle goes around the outside of Blake Hensley. Gill, in the meantime, is now checking out. Biggest mover so far is Michael Provold up 5 positions up in the front here. Sylvan Seguin up 10, though. After some guys ahead of him wrecking. Brian Nudie just kind of hanging out, managing his tires. He's known for that. Logan Hagerman kind of stalking there behind Nudie as well. Earl Jr. looks like he might be saving some tires. Who's not driving too aggressive just yet. He's just following around. We have our second caution of the night. Go back and take a look at what happened with Mark Shavers. Mark Shavers into the corner. And another guy off of the corner is just going to turn. And Atlee just barely misses him again. Mays Brothers missing him. Mark doing a good job of just holding the pedal there. Holding the brake, waiting for everybody to clear. And now he hopefully can get it straightened out. And no other casualties on that one. And Mark actually not even going to go a lap down here, I think. Wonder if that's, they're telling him to stay behind the 2. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. Yeah, he's stuck behind the leader there. Kind of crappy because he got that thing well down and straight and ready to go, so. Shavers stuck here a lap down after just getting a little loose off of 4. Looks like Marinelli of Alex Marinelli is hit pit road as well as Bobby Mays. Zach. Sorry. Mark Shavers having to go to the back. No fuel saving from Isaiah Gill, so maybe no concern there for him. We work only lap 17 of 100. Only 2 cautions so far, not too bad. Maria Madsen says, "Good job, Merle brothers." I agree. Good, good run so far. It's only 18 laps in. We'll see how they fare later on. Brett usually finishes pretty well. Brian sometimes lands on some tough luck. We'll see how he does tonight. He's currently sitting P4, so that's not a bad spot to be. Pace Truck's going to dip off here after we head down the backstretch, and Brett's going to have a shot at this thing and see if he can get a jump on Isaiah Gill at the front. Actually, the guy with the best jump there is going to be Brian Merle Jr. on the outside line. He might be able to slide up past Blake Hensley on the outside. We'll see as they work through turns 1 and 2. Not able to clear. He's going to fall back into 4th, but Nudie and Hagerman side by side still. Brett Merle chasing down Isaiah Gill here. Watch and hang on. Brett slides up the track. That's going to open that door for Blake Hensley underneath. The high side is faster off the corner there. See if Blake can hold it down there on old tires. I don't think it's going to be possible. We'll see how it ends up here. They're all wheeling it up off the corner. See Jackson Wally with some left front damage right now. Not sure what happened there or when that happened. Maybe in that first wreck. Brian Merle Jr. now under attack from Brian Nudie for that 4th spot. What can Nudie do with him? Oh, Blake Hensley goes around in front of the field. See what happened with him. Ooh, he just drove hard into the corner there. No damage. He's going to be able to hang it down. Oh, I said it too soon. Who was that smacked him? Like that's the 16 of Nick Mather. With the 6. He sees, maybe he just didn't see that coming. That'll ruin your race day. Now a lot of these guys don't really run this view, so maybe he just didn't see that right away. You guys can see how fast something stopped comes up on you. I like how the wind just threw the hood back in. That was nice. Tough break for Blake Hensley as now he has to hit pit lane. Get that thing fixed up. See Blake right there trying to race off pit road to beat out the pace car. That's where the pace truck was. Blake will catch up to the back of the field while these guys pace. Depending on how many laps are left on this pace, they might try to get into pit road one more time and get a little bit more damage fixed. I'm not sure. Gonna have his work cut out for him now, as that's gonna put him back in the 21st position right now. I think Mark Shaver's got his lap back though. Helpful for him. He definitely did. Lights on the pace truck are off. And we're about to go back green flag racing here. I'm going to start this one on the nose of the 11 machine. Be on board here with Brett Merle as we watch Isaiah Gill get a pretty decent jump on him here. And as I say that, I don't see Isaiah Gill. I know he's there. And Brett Merle knows he's there. There he is. Crossover move, nothing there. Not for a lack of trying, though. Brett Merle giving him everything he can handle. Nudie now looking again underneath Merle Jr. Merle Jr. up to P3 because of the Blink Hensley spin. Rovalt right behind the 40 machine as well. Kind of sticking his nose in there. Seeing what's up. That's the tightest race on track right here between these four guys. Earl Jr. through Logan Hagerman. See Logan kind of backing it up just a little bit, staying off of Michael Provault there. Cheeseburger high. It's going to give a slide job for Kyle Mays to get up underneath of him. Caution is out again. Not sure what happened there. Find it. All right, I think I found it for you. 019 of Brandon White's going to take a little spin on his own here. No help. Just getting back to the throttle. He's going to go around in front of the field. A little 360. No big deal. All right, while we were looking for that incident, some guys hit pit road. Stoney Benfield earlier, but Blake Hensley, the furthest one up the field right now. But as we start to see these guys kind of file through, I know we're missing some names at the front. We're missing people like Logan Hagerman, Bobby Mays, Ali Atman Weiss, the few Jackson Qualley, Mark Shavers, all hitting pit road there. Not sure what their pit strategy was. Wasn't able to check it out, but actually go ahead and go look at Logan. Did a little replay of his pit stop. He got in well. Took right sides. Did the 5 machine. Gonna go all 4. Back to the front. The Logan, Bobby Mays, Atlee Atman Weiss, Eric Smiley, Jackson Qualley all gonna restart 16th on back with fresh tires. Let's see what they do here. I saw Brett got married last Saturday, Maria. Awesome stuff. Congratulations again to Brett on that fine marriage. Looked good. Looked like a good time. Thanks for the invite, by the way. All right, let's see what Brett Merle can do here. Brian Merle right behind him. Oh, Brett's kind of taking a nap. Ryan Nudie to the outside of him. He's going to be able to clear him, though. That's going to give Junior that 4th position and let Nudie ride up into that 3rd. Gill with another decent jump. Got some side-by-side action here between Mather and Mays. We watch Michael Provolt get the blink disease from Blake. Mays making short work of Nick Mather in the 29 as well. Brandon Richardson underneath. We're working lap 45 of 100. Gill still leading. Brett Merle giving chase. Hagerman already up to P12. Make that P11 on fresh tires. Working hard underneath the 45 and see what's fast. Keep watching those guys as they move their way through the field as well. Giesberger under pressure for Michael Provolt. We have another caution. Looks like Sylvan Seguin might have been involved in an incident. What a save by Sylvan. Hopefully, oh. Hey, what a save. Hopefully nobody got him, but they did. Oh, and he got stuck on the wall, too. That's going to cost him a reset. Oh, maybe not. Got it off. That's what we call a NASCAR K-turn. Alright, so I know Josh and I know Atman have called a lot of races by themselves. And miraculously enough, this is my first one ever having to call by myself. It sure would be cool if like somebody like Eddie Morris or somebody was around. Come and hang out with me. Just guilt trip everybody until somebody comes in the booth and hangs out with me. Yeah, Dayton, that's really my first one. I don't ever remember calling an entire race by myself and having to talk to myself like I was going nuts. So yeah, that would be my first one. And it's not been a bad one so far. I thought it was going to be much more caution-filled. We've got a couple of little green flag stints in there, but so far a decent race. We need to get Brett to drive into the back of Isaiah Gill on the last lap and maybe turn him, but other than that, I don't really have any more expectations for this race. Alright. Boys are doubling up. Means we're about to go back green flag racing one more time around. Oh, big pile up on the restart. I spoke too soon, and that's going to cause some major issues back there. Alright, let's see what happened here. I think it starts a little bit further up. Starts with the 47 here. Or 74, I'm sorry. Oh. Alright. I don't care what the admins say here. But we're going to go on board with the 2 machine. And we're going to call that his fault, in my opinion. And you'll hear why. Oh, nope, it wasn't his fault. Brett Myrtle just went early. He was anticipating. My bad, Isaiah. That was definitely Brett's fault. Outside the car, and what it does is Brett's got to check up. He can't be in front of him before the green flag drops. He was anticipating them going. He goes, then has to stop. It causes a huge pile up behind. And nowhere for anybody to go. Definitely looked like they were playing games, but I was wrong. Isaiah Gill held his speed. He just didn't go when Brett anticipated. So some guys that may have been caused in that, or they caught up in that: Kyle Mays, Brian Nudie, Tyler Aspinall, Logan Hagerman, Stoney Benfield, Nick Mather, Atlee Weiss, Mark Shavers, Eric Marinelli, Derek Chaput, Michael Proval, Bobby Mays, Stoney Benfield, Jackson, Tony. Pretty much the whole field except for the front 2 guys were in some way caught up in that, whether they came to a complete stop or not. So, interesting turn of events. That kind of wiped out all those guys up at the front. It's actually going to move Myrtle Jr. to second. I believe Brett got the EOL there for causing that wreck. Jumping in the start. You can see Cheeseburger has some right front damage. Atman with a little bit of left front damage. Maybe a little bit of right as well. Not sure what's going on here, but Cheeseburger's got to get down. Atlee should be restarting fourth. Oh, there we go. That fixed it. And they're off. Atlee Weiss up into P3. Michael Lawrence Cheeseburger P2. Blake Hensley into P4. You know Blake's fast. Fun earlier. Trying to get off the corner. See if these guys can catch up with them. Let's go on board with our fellow announcer Atlee Weiss. He's got some front damage, but not hurting him too bad as he... Oh! Caution is out. Atlee just got the Joe Wright curse. Sorry, man. See what happened there? Ooh, he might have had a little help, actually. Oh, yeah. That's a late dive by Blake Hensley and sends Atman into the outside wall. And then looks like Kyle Mays and Brandon Richardson compiling in after the fact. Isaiah Gill hitting pit road. That's definitely, I believe, going to be an EOL for the 31 machine. And a new leader, Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence, getting his screen time. I believe Blake, that was his second, if I'm not wrong about the way things work. He might have been disqualified. I know he hit pit road and reset, so... Yeah, I agree. At Dayton, pretty much the same thing. And we're about to go green flag racing one more time. See if these guys can keep it straight this time. Like Cheeseburger's gonna lead him. Cheeseburger holds him a little bit. Got one in the wall. That's Michael Provolt high into the wall back there. Able to keep it straight though. Lots of good racing throughout the pack. Logan Hagerman making his way back to the front. The 5 machine of Bobby Mays working hard in that P4. Remember Hagerman on some of the newer tires of the people in the back. Look at those stint lengths real quick. You can look. Michael White, Shavers, Mace, and Marinelli all with about 27 to 29, 28 laps, somewhere in there. But Hagerman only on 13. Isaiah Gill and Brian Nudie stuck back here behind Atlee. Oh, Isaiah Gill into the wall. Looks like Mays, just a big checkup there by Kyle Mays. Nowhere for Isaiah to go. The Sylvan Seguin spinning there after him. Tough call there. A lot of racing going on. Lots of guys hitting pit road to get some damage and some tires maybe. Michael Lawrence still out front with Brandon White. Back bumper. All right, Cheeseburger on the outside. He shows the outside line. Brandon White's going to be on the inside. Bobby Mays in the 5 right behind Cheeseburger. And Mark Shavers, after we saw him go a lap down earlier from self-spinning, now he's going to be right there. And Cheeseburger not getting the jump he wanted, a little bit too early. Brandon White all over it. Cheeseburger able to clear, though. Brandon White sideways off of turns 3 and 4, but that's going to get him a great run into 1 and 2. He was pedaling it. Oh, we got a wreck. Another one. Let's go ahead and look at this. Brandon Richardson. Actually in front of them. Like that's the Marinelli. Marinelli using that high diamond line, pushes up the hill, kind of loses it off the corner, collects the 18, and some of these guys with just nowhere to go, trying to get woed down. Cheeseburger's liking this so far. It's more laps for him to lead. As we got about 24 laps to go, we've only had 9 cautions. Not quite as bad as the Cup Series, who pushed up to, what, 20 or 21 cautions? I'm hoping it doesn't end that way, but currently not that way. Marinelli gonna get the EOL for that one. Look at stint length and the people who are on track and up front. Brandon White 39 laps, Mays 40, Hagerman 24, Japu at 30. Yep. Brett Merle with 24, Nudie with 26. And then you have Gill and Mays behind them with 12, or I'm sorry, with 19 respectively. So the newest tires it looks like might be on track are Benfield, Aspinall, and Mays with only 9. Well as Atlee, Amaoise, Provalt, and Richardson. Those are the last times they were on pit road. Alright, the field's tightening up at the front. The pace truck lights are off. The iRacing pace truck will take a hard left, and we're going vroom vroom. Cheeseburger might want to do something different. Brandon White was all over it last time. Let's see what he does here. Maybe a little herky jerky. See what he's got. Yeah, that's better. A little bit better anyway. Brandon White still able to get back to the throttle on that inside line, but Cheeseburger clears into one. Laps to go. Hagerman, Beauty, Brett Merle, Isaiah Gill running out of time. Got another caution. Oh boy. We're just driving into people tonight. Tough break for Atman, as well as Richardson there, caught up in somebody else's stuff. I think that might end Atman's night. We'll see here. Keeps it onto pit road. Well as Brandon Richardson. Brandon looks like he's in a little bit better shape. Likes of Batman, as he might be getting fixed. Definitely no slack being given out there on the track tonight. Brandon White still holding on to that P2. Hagerman and P3. They're coming for you, Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger holding it down out front right now. Michael Lawrence is his name, and his fastest lap of the race is a 19.17. He is tied for second fastest tonight with Brett Merle and Bobby Mays. The fastest driver, fastest lap of the race, Isaiah Gilla, 19.01. And he's got his work cut out for him as he's still in 12th. Got a couple more cars to pass. Little right front damage there, looks like. Alright, the lights on the pace truck are off. Brandon Richardson able to continue a couple laps down. Alright, Cheeseburger. And Cheeseburger with a decent jump again. He's going to clear in front of Brandon White to the front. Logan Hagerman looking for P3 underneath the 5. But right now, the race is for the lead. We see Brandon White really eating up that space of Cheeseburgers off the corner. See what he can do with them as we wind the laps down. Underneath the... No, not quite. Man. Brandon White wheeling that thing around the corner, trying to get up underneath Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger just holding that high line and getting it off the corner. Little loose off of 4 there for White. Or for Cheeseburger, I'm sorry. Hagerman now bringing the pressure. Brandon White underneath now. He's going to get a loose off. 3 and 4, tough on the high side. Let's see what Cheeseburger can do here. And neck and neck, but Cheeseburger beats him to the line. Let's see if he can hang on to it up there. Going to pull Brandon White back to him. Brandon White not clear yet. Cheeseburger still there. What a race for the lead these guys are putting on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cheeseburger gets nudie around. Cheeseburger into the wall. What a run by Cheeseburger on the outside. Ends up with him slapping the wall and then coming back across the track in front of... I guess not in front of, but alongside nudie. Or from the front. Probably to the back here after the little wall slap there. Gets it off the wall. Comes by. It's nudie. It's Merle. Gill sliding by. Anybody else? Sylvan almost gets it. Eric Chaput hitting pit lane. Look like he has any damage. Maybe he's thinking tires here. Oh, he was faking it out. What a little faker. He might already hit that commitment cone there. Brandon White got a new ride. I'm sorry. Cheeseburger got any ride. Brandon White's your new leader. Gonna have his work cut out for him. He's got Logan Hagerman chasing him, as well as Brett Merle, two of the guys early in the race that were running up front. Be a tall task. Keep those guys behind him, but he's looking pretty clean. Got a little bit of left front damage, it looks like. Nothing too major. Maybe not. Yeah, he's got a little bit. Just a little bump. Coralie says, let's go Nick Mather. I haven't seen Nick in a bit. He's in P9 right now, though. See what he's got for him here toward the end of this thing. Seven laps to go. We're coming to 6 here. It'll be 5 when we go green. Make that 4 when we go green. One of the guys we haven't heard much from tonight, Jackson Qualley there. Michael Provolt, Brian Merle Jr. trying to rebound from some early stuff. Provolt actually getting lucky dog. He's trying to get around the outside, it looks like. Trying, yeah, maybe he is. Was the lucky dog. Maybe that's why the caution took a little longer. Maybe they had to extend it so they could get him his lap back. Anyway, here we go. We're going green next time by. Hagerman on the inside. Brandon White chooses the outside. Brandon White with a decent jump. Hagerman a little bit sleepy. Brett Merle all over his bumper. Brandon White looks pretty stout out front. Hagerman closes the gap just a little bit through the center of the corner there. Oh, hang on to it. That looked like Shaver's high through the corner. Cheeseburger off track. He's slow. There's one of the reasons for the caution. That was right in front of the leaders. That is going to help out nobody. Except for Brandon White. He likes this. Now he's only got to hold him off for 2 laps. Green-white checker, first attempt here. Alright. Like I said, we're going to have a green-white checker here. One more time around, they'll go, lights on the pace truck are going to go off. They'll double file it up. Brandon White seemed to like that outside line. Hagerman a little sleepy on the last restart. I don't think he's going to get him like that this time. See, though. Isaiah Gill wanting to get back to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions still, though, for him to make up. Or he can be the leader. All right, the lights are off. Stack them up. Let's not smash them up. Let's make this a clean green-white checker, gentlemen. Derek Chaput, new tires on that inside. Watch for him. Currently P5. Lackluster start again for Hagerman. Brandon White able to jump out to a decent jump. The 5 now of Bobby Mays on the outside. Bobby actually flecked the wall a little bit there. It's going to cost him some time. Gill losing it. It's going to be white flag, though. Logan Hagerman, nothing for Brandon White. Brandon White is going to bring this thing home, barring any super setback here off the corner. They're 3 wide behind him, though. Oh, as they wreck across the line. Go take a look at that real quick. Wait for come back around. See what happened there. Nudie shoving it 3 wide here in the last corner. Junior comes over the line backwards. Nudie as well. And it's just the junk fest from there on out. All right, well, Brandon White, your race winner, as he's doing a burnout here on the front stretch with Tyler Aspinall, Josh's new co-host. All right, we're going to get to our interviews now. We can get those guys into the waiting room real quick. Brandon White, Logan Hagerman, and Bobby Mays, your top 3. We're going to start with P number 2, and that's Logan Hagerman. Hey, Logan, it's Joe in the booth. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Hey, man, a heck of a race. You didn't have nothing for Brandon there at the end. I thought maybe you had something for him. He was getting you pretty good on those restarts, though.
Yeah, I hate starting second. But yeah, maybe if I had a longer run, I could have got him, but he was doing a good job there, and I'm happy with second tonight.
Yeah, awesome finish tonight. Anybody you want to thank other than Grandma Hagerman? What's up, Grandma?
Grandma is watching, so thanks for watching, Grandma. She's going to be on the Logan and Cody show this week, so make sure everybody tunes into that. Got to thank you in the booth. You do a great job. Just thank everybody for the great race tonight, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot better than I expected. I mean, there was a couple too many cautions, but definitely some good racing all around the track. Some 3 wide coming the line there. Go check that out. It's pretty cool stuff. Thanks, Logan. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, next we're going to pull in our race winner. Brandon White, you got Joe in the booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. What's happening?
What a race, man. You were chasing down Cheeseburger. You were being as patient as you could with him, but you were definitely faster. Finally got cleared of him, and he ends up taking out some of those guys that might have had something for you. But, man, what a race. Tell me about it.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I sat there and just kind of kept my nose clean the first part of the race and minded my own business. Probably the first iOS race I finished with a fast repair. Uh, um, but yeah, other than that, it was a great race. I sat there behind Cheesy B. I was just gonna sit there and I really was just I was settled with second, and I was trying to get him locked into the race, and then he got a little loose on entry, and I didn't want to wait because I seen Hagerman right there, and I thought he had fresh tires, and so I really just kind of bunkered down and took off, and luckily I got to the lead at the right time, and then the yellow came out. I don't think I don't think he would have gotten in an accident, Cheesy B. I don't think he would have gotten in one if I didn't make that move. So I kind of feel like I was partly my fault by making the move, but also at the same time it was kind of late in the race. So
It is not a bad move. You raced him clean. The pass happened, and I think he just clapped the wall a little bit and came back across the track and took out Nudie. So, yeah, it was not your fault, and it had nothing to do with what was going on between you and him. But yeah, awesome finish, Brandon. This is the first one I think I've called that you won. So congratulations to that.
Thank you.
And anybody you want to shout out, friends, family, awesome people like that.
Yeah, everybody in the chat for having fun with me every race like this. It's a blast coming out here to race, and a great show you guys put on. I love watching the broadcast over. So yeah, it was great. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, man. Well, you got to watch this one back now. You won it.
Heck yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
All right, Brandon, have a good night. We'll see you again next week.
Heck yeah, you too. Take care.
All right, so that about concludes it for us here in the iOS Arca Pro Series. David's Drag Queens 100 from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. And, man, what a whale of a race. A lot of lead changes. I thought Isaiah Gill was going to run away with this thing. Ends up hitting pit road and getting caught up in other people's stuff later on. So, great race to all the drivers, and we'll see you again next week here on Intensity Broadcast. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe on all the platforms, and also on eRacing TV on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights for iOS. And then you can see Intensity Broadcasting and the Original Rebels all week long on those channels as well. As Atman Weiss would say, over and